folks, and welcome to another episode of Airstreamers, where you never know what stream will ride. This is episode, 699.2. Excuse me. And it's Saturday night, and it is the day after Friday. That's how that works. I take it episode 700 will be this coming Saturday. I don't know. So here's the reality of it all.
Saturday.
I'm going to be very honest. I have my concert on the Tuesday after this next week. I am not allowing myself to think about that. So we're not talking about that. I'm not talking about it right now. But until that's done, I don't think we're going to do 700. So like the weekend after, perhaps. That's what I'm thinking. But I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not discussing the event of my concert. Oh, God.
Why do we nap before streaming? I don't understand what's wrong with us.
That's a you problem tonight.
That is me.
I was very much enjoying our time playing Diablo 4.
No, I know, but I was...
Then all of a sudden you're like, can we take a 5-minute nap? You know that's not how that works.
I know. And
also,
then Raisin was so comfortable. I was so comfy cozy.
I was very comfy cozy with Cheddar on me and Bernie down by my feet, and you had Tater Tot down by your feet. And I don't know.
It's like they missed us or something.
I don't know what's going on in my belly today, but it is like
The Tum-Tums.
it's bad. It's not necessarily oh yeah, I guess there's no stream May 12th. Yeah, that's true. Wait, not May 12th, May 19th. No, not this week.
Tuesday.
Oh God, it just made me nervous. Not this week, the following week. My Tum-Tums is
I'm going to snap out of it,
snap
guys.
out of it. You can't be
I'm going to snap out of it.
That's crazy to be yawning 5 minutes into the stream.
No, I just woke up.
My Tum-Tum is filled with
Gas.
noxious gas.
Yeah.
So at the moment, I'm a gas poison Pokemon. That's what I am. And I told Chris before, without context, that
Toxicor.
yeah, he's kind of cool, or whatever that one is. You're talking about the purple one?
Yeah. A coffin.
Cool. No, I don't like the coughing. We did have Taco Bell last night, and it's not that. I didn't wake up this way. My Tum-Tums at the moment is like, fine. But like, it's, I don't know. Maybe in a little bit, there's going to be a release that you won't know about.
Yeah. Good thing it's not smell-o-vision.
Good thing you have no nose. That's the thing I was going to get to. That you are in a current predicament with an ailment of polyps in your nose that prevents you from smelling. And I'm happy about that.
Yeah. Air control. Yeah. We forgot about air control.
I didn't.
Does it fit?
Do you want to try on stream? Patsy. Wow. Thank you for 65 months, Patsy. It said so happy to be here.
I didn't see that. Where did that go?
Yeah.
Patsy, thank you. So many 70 stream streaks. My goodness.
Crazy. And Crazy Canuck, thanks for being here for 34 months.
Thank you.
Holy moly. Did I take it to Greece? No, but they did have things like this in the sex shop that we went to in
Paris.
I want to say Amsterdam.
Where did we leave off yesterday?
Okay, so here's just a quick thing about Paris I want to talk about. We left off like kind of like at the beginnings of Paris, and we're going to get to some things about Paris and all of that, but here's what I need to say. Just as an example of what Paris is all about. I asked, this is like just an entry level.
Okay.
I asked for we got a meal that I thought was going to be pretty nice. And I asked for my meal to not have tomatoes in it. Then they said, let me check. They went and asked someone in the adjoining, I mean, it was the tiniest little space.
It was, This was our.
We're not going to dwell on this right now, so we're not going to focus.
No.
Because I need to start with the another story. But I asked for the tomatoes not to be present. The man came back out and said, "I'm sorry, no, they have to be in it." And I'm like, okay, fine. Which I thought was kind of like in Panera, if you try to get like a soup without the broccoli or something, and it's a bag of the juices, and it just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I thought it was physically impossible not to put the tomato in there. And then we get the food, and it's like,
No.
what are you talking about? You can't remove the tomato, sir. Like, just don't put the tomato that you put in there. I watched you cut up a tomato, and I watched you take the tomato and put it into my meal and then mix it up.
Yeah.
Why can't you not have me eat the tomato? Right? That is all of what we experienced in Paris.
It was like a little small gratin place.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing.
Yeah, Patsy. Yeah, that was like they were not having it.
They were not
But
having
it was like the problem was that this place had no other options. Like it was either you get tomatoes or you don't get tomatoes. Or
But
you don't eat.
What I'm trying to say here is, and this is all our own observable stories. We are not saying everyone is this way. We're not saying everywhere is this way. I'm saying our own experiences in Paris included a lot of these kinds of things, these kinds of annoyances, these kinds of like people were rude to us for absolutely no reason. And now I'm going to start with the first story. And, that involves us when we got to Paris. Okay. So,
Well, wait, before we get there.
Sean, no, because it was mixed in and I picked around them, but it was a mixed in creamy meal. So the potatoes, there were potatoes and tomatoes, and I couldn't tell which was which because they were all on like a creamy sauce.
So before this, we were supposed to get into Paris at maybe like 1 o'clock.
Yeah. Sunday, like we would have had all of Sunday.
Yeah, it was like Sunday at 1 o'clock or so in the afternoon. We got to the airport early in Mykonos, and we're waiting for the flight to take off. And then they said that it was they get us onto the they get us into the plane. They board us on time. Everything looks good. And then the person on the pilot says, "Hey, we're delayed by 50 minutes. Now, the problem is that our connecting flight to Paris and Athens was only an hour. Like there was an hour layover. So we were pretty much guaranteed to miss that flight.
Why it wasn't a problem initially in our minds is because it was such a short flight that like, and it was from what our experiences are from my cousin that it would have been, we were fine, up in the air, down, gone. And that wasn't the case, you know? Sia's daughter said, sounds like when I was 9 years old, I asked not to have onion in my gyro. And the man said, Is americaniki tata fast, puine post tata fiaxo. Yeah, like you're going to eat it the way that I want you to eat it.
Yeah, that's... Except we didn't experience any of that in
No, Greece was lovely. They were lovely. This was Mykonos to Athens.
Yeah,
and then Athens to Paris.
So Mykonos doesn't have any big planes going to their airports. They're all like little tiny planes that are basically just moving you between the different islands within Greece. So there was no direct flight for us to go to like Mykonos to Paris. So we had to connect. And we don't know exactly why. Something's weird is going on in the Athens airport. I think your cousin said that they think that it's like a silent strike or something.
Yeah, like air traffic controllers aren't calling into work, or they're
just like moving planes slowly, so there's causing a lot of delays. It's like a whole thing. So we missed our flight. Luckily, Elias's cousin is a frequent traveler. He gets access to all the like lounges, so we hung out in the lounge for like literally 6 hours.
No, it was like 6 or 7 hours. Yeah. And we ended up coming into Paris at...
Oh, wait. Then after we got so we got put on the next flight to Paris.
Yeah.
You and I got split up.
Yeah.
Because we obviously didn't have our seats anymore.
Which is so crazy to me that like if you miss a flight like that and they move you to a new flight, like I get it, it makes sense, but what a shit thing. Like in my head, we had the seats we were gonna have. I felt good about that. I liked where we were sitting next to each other, and then like it's just all of a sudden evaporated and gone.
Yeah, and so we're separated. We get on the plane. The person to the right of me was just annoying because he had some weird dirty towel on his lap. I don't know exactly what it was, but it creeped me out.
A dirty towel.
Yeah. I told you about this. The dirty towel.
The cum rag?
Well, I wasn't going to say it, but yeah. It was like a dirty towel that he just had on his lap. And I was like, this is weird.
That is disgusting.
Yeah.
That is disgusting.
So, and
Patsy,
then it was like...
thank you for gifting a sub. Oh my God.
Thank you,
That is
Patsy.
so sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Guess.
At least it was done before you
shit.
sat down.
So this flight was like 3 hours. You ate mushrooms on that flight, which was appalling to me.
Absolutely just shocking that I did what I did. But I was hungry. Mama was hungry. And I ate
Elias won't eat mushrooms. And like mushrooms, I know they're polarizing and a lot of people don't like mushrooms, but to make the choice to have a mushroom on an airplane,
no, like,
but not eat a good mushroom.
look at, like, folks, when I show you this, you're gonna like vom. This is what was presented to me. And
I love raw mushrooms too, Shelly.
look, this is what was presented to me. And I ate about that much, which is shocking. Absolutely shocking. What is this? I don't know.
No, that's a moose knuckle.
You know? Maybe Elias was overly medicated on the flight to Greece and finally wore off on your way back to the U.S. Jen said. Maybe Elias. I don't understand. And it finally wore off on your way back to the U.S.
Oh, like you ate mushrooms because you were medicated, but now it's worn off and you won't eat them anymore.
Oh, no. Yeah, but I wasn't, at this point, was I took earlier on in the day, I took a tiny little Xanax, not like a full dose. So I don't even think it was that. That's a good point, though. But this is going to Paris, not the U.S.
Yeah, we landed in Paris and then we took a taxi to our hotel. Now, we didn't get into the hotel until maybe like
it was like
10:30 or 11, because like between waiting for our luggage to come off the plane and everything, it was like 11 o'clock. It was a really long day because we had a very early flight out of Mykonos and then we spent all day in the lounge waiting for our next flight. So really wasn't the best day to kind of like
a full waste of a day. Yeah, a full waste of a day. And we were very upset and it was like, whatever, we were, what are we going to do? And so we dropped our things. We were intending to drop our things off at the hotel and then go eat at McDonald's, which was the only thing open right around the corner. And that food was delicious. I got to be honest. It was like, I made a joke of it in my Instagram reel about it, or in my Instagram stories about
which food?
The McDonald's.
Yeah, no, I think it was really good.
I thought that it was a very good, it felt like I wish we had what we got there, the veggie nuggets and stuff. I wish we had them.
Yeah, I think what's really surprising is that how much they tasted what I remember McDonald's nuggets to taste like.
Yeah, same.
Like they have this outer coating on them that's very similar to McDonald's. They look like McDonald's nuggets.
It tasted like McDonald's nuggets, like legit. Yeah. I was like very impressed. But now gets to our hotel experience, and
it's so different, Sean. It's like it's completely different. Like they don't have. I don't even think I mean I didn't look at the menu, but didn't see like a Big Mac or anything.
No,
they have that like the big that like roti thing or whatever.
Yeah. They have also a petite something, but it's spelled P''TIT. Petite.
Petit.
And I got a petite and I liked it.
Yeah.
It was delish. So the hotel experience, let me explain to you another element of how this is observable things we experienced in Paris. We get to the hotel, we go into our room. It is absolutely burning. Now, do me and Chris run hot? Yes. Do we like it especially cold? Yes. But this room was hot.
Noticeably hot.
And there was no circulation. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, first things first, gotta turn it down. I'm pressing the buttons, nothing is working. And then it says it's flashing a code on it that's like, I don't know, like OE or UE or something. It's just flashing a code. And I took a picture of it on my phone and used Apple Intelligence to start to use ChatGPT to ask what is this error? And it said that like the refrigeration element is missing, like it's run out of cold air, of like Freon is what I think, or whatever that bullshit is.
Yeah, I don't know exactly.
So essentially it's broken. It is not something that we can press buttons on to work. And at this point, I'm like, my head is like spinning. I'm like, I don't think that I can, I'm not okay. And Chris is like, oh, let's just go to McDonald's. We'll deal with it tomorrow. I'm like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. This is being dealt with tonight.
It was a very long day, and like to come into that, like to think, okay, now we need to like try to sleep in this was not something that we were looking forward to.
There was a window to open, but we're right on the street of like a busy Parisian like street. So even from when we were there, all the honking, the cars, and even like the window being open, I mean, it wasn't like that cold out for it to be like significantly different. So my brain is like, this is hard. I cannot do this. Yeah, Jen, it was bad. So
I can't sleep if I'm hot either. Like,
I go downstairs and I say to the man, I'm like, our room is really hot. Can we fix it? And he's like, and he's all discombobulated. And he's like, well, can I just come upstairs so that I can like check it? I'm like, okay. So he comes upstairs and he opens the door and he's now in a suit, like a full suit. And he's pushing the buttons on it. He's doing the same things I'm doing. It's not working. And he's pushing it so it turns a certain light on, but I thought that was off, but he's telling me it's on. But I'm like, but I don't think that's on anyway. And then he's like, well, now it's working. But like, it's working. It's not flashing because he has it off, right? So I'm like, no, it's not working. I'm like, shouldn't we hear something? And he's like, oh, no. Because if
you
it was
hear
loud,
it would disturb the guests.
would disturb the guests, he says to me. And I'm like, it's not.
Okay, there was a power button on it that had a red LED on it. And he insisted that when the red LED was lit, that meant it was off. And that wasn't the case.
It was the opposite.
You have full disclosure. After the fact, when we learned this, when it was fixed, completely wrong.
Yeah. And I was mortified, and I'm being actively gaslit because now I know he's telling me misinformation. And then he says, this is the part where I actually almost was like, I'm going to get arrested tonight because I'm going to throw him out the window. He goes, well, this is hot. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, no, this is fine.
Yeah. He's like, this isn't hot.
This is fine for me. I'm like, it's not working and I need for it to work. I'm like, it's hot.
Yes, Jed, for you. That
like,
was what was crazy.
And I was for this to work.
Downstairs, so I didn't experience any of this.
So then we go to McDonald's after turning it on right? After turning it on. Now in my head, I know we're going to come back to an even hotter room. And we go to McDonald's, we eat, we come back, open the door, an oven, right? Just an oven comes out and I lose it. And I call down. I'm like, sir, it is equally as hot as here as it was before. It's not working. Can you please provide us another room? And he comes back upstairs. He's like checking it again. He's like, oh, it should have worked, whatever. He's like, well, if you come down here, I have another room for you. So he brings us back. It's like he goes down to this other room. But again, by having it off, like, because he gaslit me into thinking this is on, he's now showing me that this new room is the same as my room or our room, and that it's not loud, right? Number one, but this is the heat or the cold. This is what it's supposed to be doing. And I'm like,
now this new room that he shows us has like, so our room had like two French doors that kind of like opened to a little tiny balcony thing. And so if we had that, it was like, okay, maybe we could get a little bit of airflow in. This new room he takes us to, that is like
French doors, LOL. Also, were they called French fries? I think they were.
Well, we were in the English menu, but yeah, a crepe or a frites?
Yeah.
A frites.
What's that from? That was a long time. Oh,
That
right.
video.
Yeah. Croissant or frites?
Frites. So this new room had an even smaller window, and I was down there and I was like, no, like, I don't want to move rooms, have smaller windows and all of that other stuff. So
Yeah.
we ended up just staying there that night and had the windows wide open to honking horns and cranes running all night.
Full shower, like when I was showering and I opened the shower door and I'm just butt ass naked to like the people across the way. Just walking around in an underwear, like it was not it. Like I was not having it. And I'm sitting down without the blanket on, fully just like this, just trying not to touch anything to make myself hot. It was horrible, absolutely horrible. And we went to bed, and then when I woke up, it was disgusting. I don't even know how I survived all of it. Clara, thank you for following.
Welcome, Clara.
Welcome to Airstreamers.
Thank you.
We are currently discussing our experiences in Paris and Greece. Yesterday was Greece, which was wonderful. Paris is a little bit of a different story. So, yeah, the European police sirens are very fun. They're different. Then I go downstairs and I say to the guy, I'm like, listen, like
now this is a new concierge.
I'm like, our room is not working. It's really bad. It's very hot, blah, blah, blah. And he felt very apologetic. And he was telling me how the guy who was here last night doesn't really know anything. He was like pretty much like shitting on this employee.
Yeah, he's like, he doesn't understand our system. He doesn't, this is the problem.
Yeah, that's really what it was, 2:23, that after that long experience, because if we got there at like the reasonable time of like 1, we could have like let them figure it out. We could have gone out to the world, explored, and then, you know what I mean? Like there's so many other possibilities to it.
Yeah.
And no, Katie, no fan. It was how dare I be hot? How dare I be hot?
He's not hot, therefore you're not hot.
Yeah, it was insane. And so the guy in the morning was very apologetic and was like, we're going to get the technician here and figure it out, how to fix it, right? So then we do our day, which that day was quite intense. Like me and Chris.
We were supposed to have 2.5 days in Paris. This was because we landed at like 11. We really only had 2 days in.
Yeah, like 2 full days. And this was one of those 2 full days. And we made a decision that we're going to just try to do a ton of shit. And that day we had tickets for the Louvre. And so we went, we left the hotel to go get breakfast. Yeah, we had breakfast. And
Where did we have breakfast?
the croissant place, they
Oh my God! Yes,
here, it
at
leads
the
us to another
croissant
story.
place.
It leads us to another story.
Yeah, we sat down at this croissant place, and like we're kind of like, okay, we didn't have a French
They were in
meal
the same
last
hotel,
night.
Katie, and they were saying that their shit was working, but that they didn't have it on because they were like cold. I'm like, I don't.
But they live
understand.
in Cyprus, and they're the opposite of us.
Yeah, they were fine in this environment.
So we
For
sit
me, I
down
just
at
need
the
airflow. Like I'm okay, even if it's like hot. As long as something is moving in the air, like that makes me feel fine. If it's not, I feel like anxious. I actually feel like I'm getting a panic attack, like I'm suffocating.
So we sit down at this breakfast place. It's like just a random cafe in Paris, and looks cute. We're like, okay, we're just gonna have like a Parisian breakfast. So we order. What do we get? We got toast.
Yeah, it was like a croissant, 2 chocolate croissants, a baguette or a little bit of baguette with butter, orange juices, like pretty typical stuff. And me and Chris are now waiting for everything has come, and I'm waiting for my chocolate baguette to come.
Like Elias's cousin, like his cousins ended up getting the croissant and the chocolate croissant and bread, and they kind of split similar to what we did.
Yeah.
What we ended up getting were toast and a chocolate croissant.
Yeah.
And we were going to split the two of them.
Right.
One less chocolate croissant
Arrives at the table. And we just say to her, like, oh, like one more croissant. And she's like, one more? I'm like, yeah. And I repeated it all, like, yeah, no, 2 of these, blah, 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 blah. Oh, okay. Right. She leaves.
Yeah.
This is the same cousin.
Same cousin.
Also your cousin now. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like it's like there's no need for separation of this family thing. We're a family, they're a family. Therefore, we're all a family.
Yeah. When you're here, you're a family.
And now we're waiting because and everyone's awkwardly waiting because now we're waiting for like that thing people do where it's like you wait for people to have their food to eat and stuff. And then, no, it wouldn't be cousin-in-law. We're not going to get into it because I feel like this is all I talk about, but it wouldn't be cousin-in-law.
Why?
No, Anthony would be my cousin-in-law. Our cousin-in-law. But you are now able to say, based off family, that he is your cousin.
No, but I
Ish.
think he would be my cousin-in-law. I think Jen is right. For me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's right.
So
Anyway,
meanwhile,
Jen is right.
Listen,
We're waiting for a goddamn croissant. And in my head and everyone's head, we were like thinking they're making this croissant in the back. And
there's like a little, like a case, and there's like croissants in it. It's like you just get it.
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't know. You don't question the Parisians. They're gonna tell you that you have the croissant that you don't have.
Yeah.
And then at some point it gets awkward, and I'm like, "Hey, we're still waiting on a croissant." And she got like mad that we wanted an extra croissant that we had asked for that she misunderstood, didn't get.
She was like, somehow she interpreted it as we wanted one croissant. So like we're repeating that there's one croissant on the table, which was for Pete.
Yeah. So she goes to the container
But
to
why?
get one and puts it on a plate and brings it to us within seconds. And we're like, oh, like that was all that needed to happen.
Yeah.
So now it's our fault that we didn't get the croissant that we ordered, right? So that had happened. And then we start the experience of getting to the Louvre. Now at the Louvre, there is nothing that is more disorganized than trying to get into the Louvre on a rainy day in
It was
the morning.
pouring in Paris.
We had
And
to,
we bought these tickets months and months ago for opening at Pete's recommendation.
Yeah.
He basically said, order these tickets now because it's going to be a nightmare to get in, and make sure that you do it like early in the morning so that you beat the crowd.
Yeah.
And he was absolutely right.
Everything was right. Yeah.
We ordered for 10 o'clock in the morning to enter the museum, and it was we got there maybe like 10:15 by the time we had breakfast and walked to that part of Paris. And we see the line, and it's like just a mass of people,
a complete mass of people, and everyone's just waiting behind, and me and Chris are being poured on, and we didn't have umbrellas. And then there's a guy, I just hear umbrella, 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 umbrella. I'm like, what is that? And I go over, and he's selling umbrellas
for 10 euro.
Which other places were selling it for 7 euro. So he was making a markup. He had a markup, and we were being poured on, and guess what? We bought an umbrella.
Yeah.
So we bought the umbrella. And we are waiting in this line. And then I'm like, Chris, I don't even know what this line is. We need to figure it out. So I run unumbrelled into the middle of this whole space. And there's a big sign that says, sorry, we're delayed in opening.
Deal with it.
Just wait. Right? And I'm like, what does that mean? How is the largest museum in like the world?
They're just like
disorganized. I don't understand what's going on. So then all of a sudden I feel like some people started shifting, and I'm like, okay, we got to like follow the crowd. Then I realized they put out these little like signs that said like 10 o'clock, 10:30, 11 o'clock, 11:30 and stuff.
And then you were supposed to line up, obviously, according to like whenever you had your time. Now, the earliest appointment that had not been let in yet was 9 o'clock. So they had to do 9 o'clock, 9:30, and then 10 o'clock, which was us. But we were there at 10:15.
My appointment said, my like tickets that I bought said, oh, remember, by the way, getting the tickets? Insane. Remember you made an account and it just vanished, and it said you had an account but you couldn't get
and I could never. Yeah, no, my main account is gone forever.
9 to 10 is what my ticket says, and it says based off of like blah blah blah, it might be more like 10, so it might be late and arrive at 10, but it's from 9 to 10. What does that mean? Who knows? So when we're in our line, it says on the ticket something like, I showed them and they said, you're on the 10 o'clock line. So we go to the 10 o'clock line and we're just waiting and we're just waiting and we're just waiting. We did not get, and being poured on, we did not get into the Louvre until around 11:30.
No,
we got there at like 9:30.
When they're like letting people in, and again, we're now, at this point it was 10:45 or so. Because we were now standing in the rain for a half hour, freezing cold rain in downpour under our umbrella, standing there waiting to go in. And one of the museum staff walks by and is like shuffling people into like their respective lines. And then at some point, I feel like we were part of like a halftime show in a marching band. Like they were just they were just shifting the lines for some reason. I don't know why, but she walks by and I'm like, when is the 10 o'clock going in? Like, and she says after the 9 o'clock and the 9:30. Like, oh, great. Thank you. Very informative.
The question essentially was like, how much longer?
Yeah.
And she's like, after the 9 and 9:30. I'm like, okay. Would I prefer the hot hotel room or the freezing rain? I'm choosing rain. Oh my God, I'm choosing rain. Absolutely. And Patsy said, no wonder they drink so much wine. They have to be half in the back to deal with this BS. That's really funny.
Okay, but
23 said at this point I would leave France forever. So we get in.
I think it's a one and done for us, to be honest.
So hundreds of people are now waiting to get in, and they have two metal detectors. And we get in, we're fine. Now we're in the Louvre. It is fucking massive. There's no guidance anywhere on what to do, where to go, what to start with. Nothing. We got audio guides, and the instructions say, at entrance, you'll get an audio guide. Where? I don't know. So we're looking around and asking people, don't ask anyone for help because they're going to get mad at you. We finally find someone who says like they're there. So we go there.
It was an information desk, and we asked the question. Now they were annoyed that we asked a question at the information desk.
Yeah.
And then they were just like over there.
Yeah, there on the first floor. But I said to Chris, I'm like, we just came from the first floor. That was the entrance. Where are we? Where is this first floor? So then we finally find these things, whatever. We get them. Now, we get like a map and everything, and we figure it out. Now, the first thing that I noticed when we were walking in are signs, multiple signs that say, please be kind to the attendants, like the employees. Don't be rude to the employees. What? Not like, yeah, obviously, but like, what?
Yeah.
I'm paying you to be here.
No, it wasn't a matter of paying. Like, obviously you can be respectful, but I feel like
I'm not saying if you pay, you can be disrespectful. That's not what I meant.
Yeah, no.
I
think
like,
that what you're saying is that they're not respectful of others, but they expect to be respected of.
That's what I was confused by. So I'm already like turned off by this whole experience. And we start and listen. Is it nice? It's cool. It's beautiful. I think my favorite part of the whole thing, of the experience of the Louvre, is that they took, it's like a real life historical thing, which is like Louis the something's palace, and like turned it into what it's become, which is this museum. So the physical space we're in and of itself is like a really cool historical thing.
Look. It's beautiful inside.
Beautiful. It's massive.
The rooms are beautiful.
The audio guide was nice to have. It really did feel like I was learning as I was going through. And
the exhibits were beautiful.
Yeah.
Like all of it. Honestly, it was a total standout in Paris.
Very, very cool.
Very cool. Very cool.
I enjoyed it. Is that what it is, Lena? It's Versailles?
No, I think Versailles is north a little bit.
I don't think that was Versailles, right?
No, I think it's, I don't know. Maybe it's not somebody's old palace.
I thought they said Louis the 14th. But I don't know. But anyway, we're going through, and listen, it's genuinely kind of cool. Like,
yeah,
it's really
we
fun.
saw like some really cool things. Like we saw the Venus de Milo. We saw the Mona Lisa.
I think, Sean, we saw everything we wanted to see, or at least read about.
Sean, it's really hard to see like all of it because it's so massive. But I think we did really well in seeing what we wanted to.
It's 3 floors, essentially. It's like the top floor, then there's like the middle floor, and then there's like an underground situation. And each one has...
And there are different areas. Like there's the Greek area, which we saw most of because obviously we were interested in it. We saw the Italian painting stuff from like the Renaissance. And then we saw we finished with the Egyptian part, which was really cool. And
part of it, we also saw the medieval section, which was the building itself, the foundation of the building you walk through. It's very cool.
It was very cool. Hard to find the exit. We were roaming around trying to get out.
It just said exit, and we were just following
it, but I felt like we were just looping.
Yeah.
And then eventually it lets out like to an area that's like a little shopping center.
Yeah, Paul said there used to be an Apple store there earlier, he said, and now it's around the block.
Wait, hang on. Peg Leggett said you should hear his tell stories about people who work at his gym. Listen,
no, Peg Leggett said my friend moved to Paris a few years ago. The bureaucracy is insane, and you should hear the stories he tells me about the people who work at the gym.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
I'm not surprised, Peg Leggett.
Hi, Cheddar.
So after this. This was now leading into okay, we're finished with the Louvre. We're hungry.
We also saw the Mona Lisa, and like, listen, I am not trying to take away from the importance, I guess, of the Mona Lisa or whatever, but like,
I think it's obviously something that
I just don't know.
People have made famous, but I think it is pretty cool to see.
It's cool to see because it's famous, but at the end of the day, am I feeling that it's nice because I'm being told it's nice, or do I genuinely think it's nice? I don't know. It's tiny. It's portrait,
tiny, but it's pretty realistic.
But every portrait we've seen was nice.
Yeah,
everything was nice. So what specifically about that? You know,
I don't know. I feel like the face was more accurate than like some of the other ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's more accurate?
Yeah. I don't know.
What is accurate?
Like it just like the shading and everything was cool.
Suddenly you're an art critique.
No.
Critic.
I'm just saying it's good.
Bonjour.
Oh, hey, Courtney.
No, Courtney, it's bonsoir. Okay, and you're gonna get yelled at.
Photorilla, thank you, 23.
Like a Parisian yelled at us for all this. And I guess the smile is fine.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway, yes, Paul, they weren't armored. They were like blocked off. And I feel like it sounds crazy, but if I was like a person who was like of the protesting variety for all of this stuff and like went in with like a can of tomato sauce, like I could chuck it at it.
No, it had a plexiglass in front of it.
Are you sure?
100%. 100%.
Oh, so my eyeballs did not actually see it.
Through the plexiglass.
No, but like if there was,
it was like there was obviously like a mass
that?
of people, and then there was like kind of like a horseshoe type thing in front of it, and then there was like plexiglass. Elias and I kind of like made our way to the front of it, which was
that was kind of cool. Like,
we got as close as we could to the front, and then we took a selfie in front of it. So I mean, it was cool.
This is the photo. This is us.
Yeah, look, you can see the reflection.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I thought I had it plugged in.
Cheddar, you little goofball. Cheddar.
This is it.
I mean, it's small, but it's very cool. Yeah, see, look, you can see the case around it.
Oh, I didn't realize that. So I can't throw tomato sauce at it.
No, not today.
And I probably shouldn't throw tomato sauce on it.
But it's like it. Look,
that's
I mean,
the
it looks cool.
Real Mona Lisa. Yeah, there it is. That's cool.
So after this, then we go to the restaurant where now we're like inside of Paris, and we're like, okay, let's go see the different locations, because we wanted to sort of check them off to at least see like the big monuments. But before that, we found this gratin place.
Yeah.
And that's where they said, you
want tomatoes.
You want tomatoes.
You don't want tomatoes? You want tomatoes. Yeah. So I was forced to have tomatoes.
I will say that restaurant, out of most of them, like the people were pretty nice, even though they had that experience of like, you're going to eat this tomato. They were pretty nice.
Yeah, they were fine.
They were fine.
They were bare minimum, to be honest, but
yeah.
Like, I guess, you know.
Yeah, you had so many tomatoes available to you that you could have always throw them at the
23 said headline, Elias in French jail for throwing tomatoes on Mona Lisa. Cheddar! Oh my God, look at this little kitty. I'm going to give Musker a love. Cheddar, oh my God, I love you.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. It's from Bastet. It's from Bastet. It's from Bastet.
Oh my God, I just crush you.
So then after that, we went to...
Then it became like a fun game of like, how much can we do in a day?
Yeah, it was like a speed race.
Then it was like we did
Notre Dame.
We went to Notre Dame. We saw
it was right there.
Eyeballs on it. All right, gone.
Yeah,
we're out.
And look, Notre Dame is beautiful. And what I will say, like architecture within Paris is very beautiful. I love the style of it. The like stone, like that tan colored stone with the blue roofs, really nice.
Roofs?
And it's roofs?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh. And it looked really cool. Like, and I think kind of the uniformity of it also has something interesting about it. Though he's a biter.
Look at this.
Look, she's like,
look at this.
What is it called? Mansard roof?
That is, there's so much to dissect here, but like this.
Wait, where's the other hand coming? Oh, it's his hand.
Yeah, I perceive this as this woman, look at her, she's over it. And this is an adult man who's she's still in her life.
Suckling.
At one point, a baby was suckling, then that baby grew up and this man is continuing to suckle.
Yeah.
You know? And look, there are chains around him, so he's probably...
Oh, he's into like BDSM.
No, I was going to say that it's that she's forever stuck in supporting the man who will not support her.
Yeah.
You know, that's how I see it. So, but wait, I wanted to get to, here's the tomatoes.
And Sean asked, like, yeah, you could eat around them.
Yeah, but
like,
they
it was
were
fine.
This was a creamy dish that I don't know what tomatoes are in here.
It was good.
It was fine.
Yeah.
You want more tomatoes? You got them.
Yeah, no, those tomatoes are going to exist.
Whether you like it or not, you're going to get tomatoes.
We go to the
here's Notre Dame. We saw it. We seen it.
Look, it's beautiful. It is beautiful. After we went to Notre Dame, then where did we go? I forget.
Oh, look at Chris in this picture.
It was...
Oh, yeah, this is when we were doing our live photo situation.
Oh, yeah, trying to...
Yeah, I don't know why it's not live photoing, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, there's she is. And you know what's cool? If you like those gargoyles, they're cool.
They're cool.
Yeah. So there we were. And then, those weren't live photos. This is it. Yeah. This is like how silly we are. There she is.
The big reveal. What was the one that we went to after that?
We then go on the subway. Look at Chris, handsome Chris on the subway.
Oh, I love the subway.
It was great. It was a good experience.
The subway was so great.
There's
but
just
also,
anything I have is like hundreds of photos of the thing. Then we sat down and had some. This is where another story happens. We get in, we sit down at this place. I mentioned this on Instagram.
Now, at this point, we are just looking for a good French meal. We have not experienced what everybody is saying is this magical, the bread from God, the cheese from the heavens.
Yeah.
We haven't experienced it yet. We had some croissant that she got mad that we got.
Which was fine. None of it was
fine.
bad, but it's not like... what's the thing when something orders of magnitude better? It's not orders of magnitude better than any other.
The gratin was fine.
Everything was fine. It was okay. So we sit down at this restaurant that got like good reviews and stuff. And I thought we looked at it, or no? Did we just
No,
go
we
in?
were just trying to find a place that had like a cheese plate. Like we just wanted a cheese plate.
Yeah. So we go in, we sit down, and no, we didn't know it had a cheese plate. We knew we just wanted a wine. We wanted wine. That's really what it was.
We wanted a cheese plate and wine. We were going to do the whole like, let's have a glass of wine and a cheese plate. And this place was called like Petites or something. And I looked at the outside menu.
My translation said, "Do you have a cheese plate?"
The outside menu had it. But she gave us I looked at the outside menu. The outside menu had cheese plate and like actual like food. And then we went inside. She said, "How many do you want?" And table for two. We go in and we sit down. She gives us the drink menu. We order 2 glasses of wine, and then we're discussing we wanted to get cheese and bread to experience the Parisian magic. And so now at this point, Elias
You went
is
to the bathroom to wash your hands.
figuring out how we can possibly disturb this woman by asking her if she can get us some products that they offer at this establishment.
There's no history. Oh, I wish I could check my.
I went to the bathroom to wash my hands.
So remember in the U.S., my story of when I got my car was missing and I was being abducted by the man who only spoke Spanish on the highway. And I discovered the translation app, so I was talking to him through it. I was like, you know what? This is a great opportunity to communicate with her. So I said, do you have a cheese board? And you're lying about this because I said, do you have a cheese board, like a small cheese plate? And
Straight up lying.
and my phone, I had it set up so half of the screen is her portion, half of it is mine. And so she comes up to me and I hit play and it speaks it and it says in French, do you have a cheese plate? And she looks at me and I'm like, and I kind of like, you could talk, like I did this sort of like you can talk kind of thing. And she said, hi, Dr. House.
Hey, Dr. House.
Enjoy and tell your dad we say hi.
Yeah, enjoy your dinner.
Internet strangers on the internet say hi. Yeah, 23 there were, but we didn't have them yet.
Yeah, we only had the drink menu.
We only just had the drink menu. So when I said the little cheese plate thing, she like is all kerfluffled, right? She's like, she kind of doesn't do anything. She says something, I couldn't quite understand it, didn't pick it up, and then she disappears from my view. When I tell you, count to 5 seconds, I observe her get her coat, put her coat on, pick up her purse, go over to the umbrella stack, take her umbrella. She left. She left and probably quit her job because of this stupid American. It was truly insane. And now I'm like laughing. I'm like, this can't really be real. And Chris comes back and I'm like, Chris, I think she just quit. I'm like, maybe her shift ended. That's likely. But I think she quit because she couldn't stand it anymore. So then she didn't do a warm handoff to like another employee. We didn't even have another employee to bring like food to us. We had to scout someone over. He comes over and I'm like, do you speak English? He said, yes. And I'm like, okay, do you have a cheese plate? He said, sure. And he brings it over.
He was pretty nice, though.
He was nice.
We asked him, I was like...
Again, bare minimum.
Yeah,
bare minimum.
I was like, I just wanted to know, like, what kind of cheese is it? And
yeah.
he was good. Like, he explained it.
So then what was provided to us was this, which was, it wasn't a cheese board. We wanted the one cheese that he said was like a little bit like goat cheese. It wasn't really like goat cheese, but it was fine. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was like a brie. It was good.
It was fine again. It was fine. Like in this experience, I'm like pissed. And so whatever, it's fine. And then we weren't even, it was raining. And we said, let's step off the road to just let it stop raining, get some wine. And then go to the Eiffel Tower. That's what it was. Insane. Definitely pushed over the edge, Shelly, is what I think. No, but that's really funny, Paul. He takes unpasteurized cheese back to America and his friends sick the police on him. That's very funny. So then we go to the Eiffel Tower.
I thought the French invented pasteurization.
Did they?
I don't know. I thought so.
And, you know, the Eiffel Tower was stunning. It was very cool to look at.
Yeah, it was stunning.
Here we are doing an Eiffel Tower in front of the Eiffel Tower. Here we are. There's the Eiffel Tower. There's more of the Eiffel Tower.
I think it was
and
like,
you know what? The
it
Eiffel
actually
Tower
looks really cool lit up at night. Like and it does some sparkle thing on the hour. We found out.
But the Eiffel Tower is manspreading.
It is manspreading.
Very dramatically
100%.
manspreading.
100%.
You know, absolutely just unnecessarily manspreading.
We were toying with the idea of going up it, but then we didn't.
I said to Chris, is he okay to go up it? Because here's the deal. Down here, I'm going to zoom in.
See him.
Down here, there are steps that go like zigzag all the way up. And if there are grates through, Chris would probably like faint from it. But I also was unwilling to take the weird elevator that goes up. So we were kind of a little bit at a standstill. I was okay to walk and he was going to take the elevator. But then we were like, you know what? Let's just whatever, like move on from that. It was nice. It's cool. It's the Eiffel Tower. Am I salty? Yeah. All right. About Paris? Yeah.
Now we have to, what was the next thing that we went to?
After the Eiffel Tower was the Arc de Triomphe. And it was, that's the Arc de Triomphe.
Now it's my turn to complain. We get on the subway, to take a train to, this next place. And as we're going on it, like the train is like relatively busy, not like super packed, but relatively busy enough that there's only standing room. And the door shuts. This subway was actually one that like ran above ground. Like it was like on like an overpass before it went underground.
Courtney, it was not no urine, but cigarettes for sure.
So we're on this like semi-packed subway, and through one of the windows on this overpass, there was like a really beautiful view of the Eiffel Tower as we're leaving and going to the Arc de Triomphe. And as I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, we're travelers. I'm going to like just take a video of it, like from the train perspective. Yeah. So I take my phone out and I'm
you
like,
want to act it out?
Just recording it. Yeah, sure.
I'm the man.
Okay, so he's the man behind me. Pole. And I'm just like have my oh yeah, I'm holding the pole. Yeah. And I have my phone out and I'm just like take my phone out and I'm recording through the window.
And I'm on my phone.
Yeah. And I'm just okay, I recorded like 5 seconds and I turned it off and then I was like, I'm being punked. It was so obnoxiously an eye roll. I was like, what the hell am I doing wrong? I lost my shit.
Yeah, and he was very loud and said something like, oh, I guess you can't record video in Paris without people eye rolling. He says in English. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ. Like, I don't want to be like,
I was so annoyed. I'm like, between last night getting yelled at all day, it was like the thing that put me, the lady quitting because we asked to have cheese.
Yeah.
I was like, it was the thing that like put me over, that I'm just trying to take, I'm sorry that I like to take a picture of your stupid city. Sorry. So we get off and we see the thing and then we did, what was our next one that we went to?
No, I think that was it. We were done. And then we ended up going to a dinner that my cousin had booked at a restaurant that I will say was probably the highlight of the whole trip. It was very nice. It was in a nice spot. Nice. They were nice. The food was actually pretty good. The man who spoke English and was great. We were so enraged by everything that we went into ChatGPT and were like, why did someone roll their eyes when I tried to take a video of France, blah, 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 whatever. And it brought to this idea of like, I forgot what terms they used. It was like micro
rules.
Something about
we broke micro rules or something.
And that French people, like what you could try to do is do these things, which is like start by trying to speak French first. But if you do speak French first, make sure that you're doing bonjour pre 1 o'clock and bonsoir or whatever post this time. And always make sure to start by following it up with like bonjour, and then the thing of do you speak English, and make sure you go through the. And I'm like, what are these steps? I said to Chris, I'm like, my opinion is this: communication is about making people understand your intent. And if you're going to try to just get words out for the sake of rules, we're wasting everyone's time. I don't speak French. I just want to know, can you remove the goddamn tomatoes, right? You can remove the goddamn tomatoes.
Yeah.
We then, during that same day, when we went to sit down at one of the first restaurants that we went to, Chris said, I think I'm going to get a dirty martini today. He asks the man, sir, when we're ordering.
Okay, wait, this is after everything, after the train ride, after multiple eye rolls, and like there are probably many eye rolls mixed into this that we can't remember the exact scenario that it happened in. But we take the train back to near the hotel.
It wasn't the Michelin restaurant past that.
Now we're getting ready. Like we're at the point where we have to like go shower, get ready for dinner. And we sort of like had a shitty day and we're like, let's just grab a drink at a bar and chill before dinner. We sit down at this restaurant. And it's like it's a full service bar. It's not like they have drinks there.
Yeah.
And
lots of drinks, cocktails and wine lists to the gods. It's so much. But Jen said, before we move on, Jen said, will we be nicer to tourists in the city? I don't think we're ever generally nice to tourists. Yeah. I think it's like, I don't think that I genuinely think
I rolled at somebody in New York.
No. Like, I understand that's what they're there for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is a whole other level.
But so we sit down and I'm like, they had all of these martinis. And I'm like, I really love a dirty martini. I don't get them very often. But I do really enjoy them. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to, maybe this will turn my day around. I'm going to get a dirty martini.
Yeah.
And so the server comes over and I'm like, do you have can you make a dirty martini? And he's like, let me see.
Yeah.
And he goes to the bartender and then he comes back and he's like, no, we can't.
So what I'm hearing in my head, they know what it is. They have the things to make it.
It was like
they won't mix a certain amount of things together.
I was like, cup. I mean, I if he was like, well, what is it? Like, what, I don't understand. Like, that would be one thing.
Yeah.
But he knew what it was. They probably have made them before.
They did. But they also have the ingredients for it. They did. And they said no. They said no. No dirty martini for you.
Yeah, it's like it's like olive juice, maybe vermouth, but I'm not obligated to have vermouth. And then Vodka, yeah.
Paul said there's a syndrome associated with Japanese tourists who so romanticize Paris, but when they arrive, they become despondent with poor treatment. Isn't that crazy?
Really?
Yeah. Be glad they didn't put a regular martini in a dirty glass. That's hysterical.
So we get ready. We shower. Then we go to this dinner. This dinner was wonderful.
Absolutely delish.
And what did we do after that? Did we just end up coming home?
This is us. Oh, look at us. This is a cute picture of us.
I love that jacket on you.
Yeah, the Stitch Fix. Stitch Fix did a great job. I loved it. I would do it again. Then afterwards, we walked around back home and then took this cute photo of us.
Yeah, I mean, this is beautiful.
In front of the lit Eiffel Tower. Sean, that's a great question. I forgot to mention it. When we went back to get dressed for this dinner, guess what? I opened the goddamn door and it was goddamn cold in the room and I felt air blowing. And
it was lovely. And we could shut the windows. It was quiet that night. We actually slept really well that night.
Yeah, it was amazing. And all it was probably the Freon or whatever. So yeah, we did that. And I'm just going through my photos. Oh, it was Crazy Horse night. Crazy Horse. I'm going to show you this photo.
Wait, was it?
Yeah.
Go back.
What do you mean?
Are you sure?
What are you talking about?
Oh, it was Crazy Horse Night.
This is the craziest day of our lives. We did 95. We saw all of the tourist attractions in France, had a delicious
Yes, it
dinner.
was Crazy
and
Horse
we went to
Night.
Crazy Horse. Crazy Horse is
This was
very, very famous thing in Japan, in France, that my cousin wanted to get tickets to from a long time before like we booked the trip. And I've never been to a cabaret for real, like a real cabaret. And this was a cabaret that is famous. Lots of famous people have gone to this and famous people have been in this. You're not allowed to take any photos in it once you start. But here are some tits.
They look
very
3D
funny.
printed. I
Yeah,
could
they
make
do.
them.
And then,
Oh my god, there was a store that our cousin took pictures at. Like they did their own thing, sometimes we did our thing. Like they're very easy to travel with. And he took a picture of like some 3D printed vases. Like €250. I was like, my god, I'm missing out.
Oh yeah, wait, isn't it illegal to photograph the lights of the Eiffel Tower?
Probably.
What? No. What does that even mean? Don't point your phone in one quadrant of the sky and take a photo? That's crazy. Were we on their honeymoon? I don't think this is their honeymoon.
No, they're
doing a bunch of other
Yeah, they're going to like a Hawaii in the summer, and then they're doing like I forget where else they're going.
So this is what the inside looks like, where everyone has these like cozy little seats and a little table with champagne and stuff. But I don't think I know exactly how it happened. We never fully discussed it. But I think that we were given the VIP lounge area. So it's like pretty intense.
There was one of these little lounge areas.
Like
And
this,
we had like a whole section to ourselves. It was like a box seat.
My tits, but this whole area was like ours, so we sat there. And the cabaret, and like I said, I have no photos of it, but I could describe it for you. It was an hour and a half. This has been running. I can show you this photo here. I took a picture of this. This has been running since. Where is that?
1951.
Where do you see that? Oh, it's been running since 1951, right where my mouse cursor is. And this particular show was the 58,000th show of this performance. It starts at 10:30 and it's an hour and 27 minutes. And this is what it was, like what you got. So none of it was sung except for the hostess. She sang a beginning song, like a middle song, and then an end song live, but everything else was like a lip sync essentially to these pre-recorded songs, and it showed which dancers were like in the spotlight. And a question was, this cabaret like burlesque? Kind of. It's intended to somewhat titillate, but in an incredibly artistic way, in a way that's like above the nudity. And the nudity was tits and like
a little
bush, like a little moment of it.
Yeah.
But all of it was very much
No, it was like tastefully done.
artistic,
But
very aware of what's going on. I loved it. I thought it was so good.
Yeah, this was probably one of the standouts in Paris. It was like the show was so cool, like really cool. The lighting and everything was ridiculous. It was like it was really like I haven't ever seen anything like that. And not boobs. I've seen boobs before, but the show itself is something I've never seen
Completely. The way they did it, the stage design, the lighting design, the choreography, the artistry of it all was remarkable.
The choreography was awesome.
They had lists of people's names of who went there. Look, Dustin Hoffman, Benny Hill,
Hugh
Mick
Hefner,
Jagger, Shirley MacLaine, Sophia
Lizzo,
Loren.
Dua Lipa.
Yeah, Dua Lipa. This is just one of many of these things that they had.
And
yeah, Madonna was there for sure.
Our server was really nice. So with the tickets, we got a couple of bottles of champagne, and so she brought them over. Like it was like if you bought I guess whatever Pete organized it. Then we got these box seats, and I guess he got it with like champagne. So we each we split a bottle of champagne. They split a bottle of champagne. And the server came over with it, and she was actually really nice. She was like, I had my head on like Elias's shoulder, and again, it was a really long day. I obviously wasn't going to sleep during it. And she's like, something like, oh, make sure you don't fall asleep during the show. And I was like, no, I mean, how could I ever? Like, it looks like it's going to be a ton of fun. And we were obviously into it the whole time. And and she came up afterwards and she was like, oh, I'm glad you didn't fall asleep. And I was like, no, it was like remarkable. It was such a good show.
Yeah, they were there. We went together and we left together. And the two main events that we did that were organized together were the Crazy Horse and the Michelin star restaurant, which I have a lot of thoughts about, which was the next day. So now our day's over. We had the longest day of eternity. It was filled, probably our busiest day of the whole trip. And then went to bed, woke up. Then the point of the next day was just go for breakfast, and
which was a lovely breakfast.
It was very lovely. And then we were going to go to Montmartre, which is where Moulin Rouge.
No, the hotel is fixed at this point.
Yes,
and it was good for the rest of the trip. Like it was super comfortable.
Whoops.
Temperature was great. It was quiet in the room. Like it was really nice.
This is Montmartre. It's like really, this is like Notre Dame, like off in the distance. You could see it. This is a huge church that is behind. And in the movie Moulin Rouge, most of it takes place around this area. And in fact, the Moulin Rouge is around this area as well. The windmill area. So this was the last sort of big thing that we were going to do before like our day was or not our day, like the things that we wanted to do were over. We did do this little thing with the lock, which I thought was cute. Where everyone was putting, yeah, that one's cute. Everyone was putting their names on locks that they sold there. That was nice. And then we sat in front of a coffee shop. That was pretty much it. And then
we split up.
That's when we went to the sex afterwards, the sex shop where we saw the woman on the ground. We didn't even talk about that, did we?
No, I don't think so. So after this, we leave and then we go to
here, the Moulin Rouge.
Here right in front of Moulin Rouge, there was like a little bar thing.
How cute is Moulin Rouge?
And we're like, we've had a really long day. Let's grab a glass of wine, and try this cheese thing again.
Try the cheese thing again. So this is the cheese thing again.
And this was actually really good. The server here was really nice, like super nice. We had a glass of wine and just sat out in front of like the Moulin Rouge. And then we decided, what did we do after that? Oh, that's when we went to, this was in like the red light district.
Then, yeah. And then we were going to the sex shop because it was just endless. It was like a part of the whole experience. And we walked past a woman who's just fully on the ground, surrounded by like 4 other people. And this poor lady, like she slipped and must have fallen on a wet grate because it's just been raining the whole time. And she was just like massively hurt and just sitting there waiting for the ambulance to come. And then we were like sitting there like, what the hell do we do now in this?
I initially thought, okay, so we were in like the red light district. I initially thought that when I saw her on the ground and how she was posed, she was like on her side with like one leg over the other. And I thought like she wanted the background of like the strip.
He thought it was like a sexy pose.
Like a pose.
sexy
And I
photo.
was I thought in my mind, wow, she's really committed to the bit because like she's on the ground, on the sidewalk in Paris.
Cheddar's doing the sexy.
While it's raining.
Yeah.
Turns out that's not the case.
No. And so then we went into the sex shop, explored. It was like no photos anywhere, right? Of course. And then we come back out and now the police are there with the like 3 or 4 strapping lads who are there helping her, and her whole leg is now in this cast. And then they lift her up and put her on the gurney or whatever to take her back. And that was our day until
then we had to go back, shower, get ready.
Because the
Michelin. And now we're
going to
go to the Michelin restaurant.
And here's my quick takeaway. I think it's all excessive. Not like in excess, like where we're fed too much. I'm saying the whole thing is so dramatic with like, this is what you're gonna get. You're gonna eat this. The chef needs you to try this way. No, you don't even know what you're getting. You're just getting things. You're getting things provided. You get 1 course, 3 course, 4, 5, 7.
No,
those are your options.
It was 3, 5, and 7.
I thought 3, 4, 5, 7.
Maybe.
And then Abishi said she likes Cheddar being in the middle, and then he left. I was going to mention it, and just before you finished, and I was going to mention it, and then he left. Jen, I went full in with the whole like, I'm gonna give this a shot. And also for me, part of the anxiety I had around this a little bit was that this was the day before our final flight coming back. And it
you didn't tell me about this, but I'm surprised that you were so open.
Yeah.
Given that.
And it started at 9.
The dinner
started at 9. And I asked my cousin, I'm like, oh, like, is this like a typical dinner? He's like, oh, it could be like 2 to 3 hours. I'm like, oh my God. Because now like we're going to get home at midnight and then have to wake up early to go to like the flight. I'm kerfluffled. So the way it works is like you pay for the number of meals of plates. What are they called? Servings, courses. You pay for the number of courses. Then you can add, if you wanted to, you can add in addition to the courses, a perfectly paired wine sip, like a little bit of wine for each one. And then another thing you can add is, what was it? Like chocolate or dessert or something?
Yeah, there was another pairing. Oh no, was it not bread, right?
No, it was like another third thing.
Yeah, maybe it was chocolate.
Point of all this is that you have very little control over what's coming to you. You just pick. And so we picked 5 courses, and that was what everyone wanted to do. And so then it becomes where it's like a little like pre-appetizer, an appetizer.
Actually,
like
wait, should we have wine
meal.
before we talk about this?
Yeah. And then 2 desserts is what it was. And if you were following along on me, with me on my Instagram, me and Chris decided we're going to be stupid and rate these out of 18 wheels because of 18 wheelers, because Michelin star restaurants are literally the Michelin tires.
Is that a French company?
I don't know. But what
Hang
it
on,
was,
I'm going to go blow my nose.
But what it was, why they did this is because when the automotive industry was like sort of becoming a thing, they figured, hey, if we can advertise these really fancy restaurants to people and say, yeah, this is like a high level restaurant, then people will drive further to go to these restaurants. And in turn, they need tires to get there. Insane. So that's what why I thought it would be funny to rate these as tires. And the most amount of tires on anything we know is 18 wheels from a freaking Mack truck in the US. So it was funny. We were stupid and funny about it. What is pre-appetizer? Yeah, I think it was called that in Amuse Bouche. It's like oh my god, little kitty, I have a co-host. Oh my god, Oriole, how did you know Oriole? Oh my god, I love you so much, Oriole.
Oriole, can I sit?
We also we picked this, or he picked this restaurant, our cousin, because they had a vegetarian like option. You say to them like the plates we want will be vegetarian, and then the other ones are not. So
what's a mouche bouche?
It's like these things. It's like tiny little like baby things.
Okay, sorry, Smoriel.
All right, let's do wine, and then we'll do this. And I think we're like kind of nearing the end of this all, and then we'll do maybe a rankology round or something. I bought this because I thought it was a wine we never had, but I think we had it. So you deal with it. You get what you get. You don't get upset.
Mouth fun?
Oh, which is what happened. You know?
Oh,
here's this wine architect.
Was mouth fun.
Michael Broadbent trained as an architect before he became a winemaker in England in the 60s. He knew the importance of structure, balance, and beauty. His large legacy of art, whether it be architectural, portraiture, landscapes, or technical drawings, give a clear insight into his attention to detail. This wine is a tribute to Michael Broadbent, master of wine, artist, author, musician, and yes, architect. It's a 14.5 Cabernet Sauvignon. Here you go.
Tease the palate. Okay, let's try it.
Gotcha, Bastet. Boom, 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 boom. Here we go.
Wait, I don't know.
Wow. This one. What are you talking about? Excuse me, sir. There you go.
No, nothing.
Yeah. Berry.
Yeah, forest fruit.
Yeah, we got to talk about forest fruit too.
We have to talk about.
Oh God, yeah, we do.
I don't know. I kind of like it. I think it's nice. I'm very curious what I rated it the
What's
last
going
time.
on here?
Legs.
Cork. I think it's cork.
Legs. Legs for days.
All right, let's rate.
1, 2, 3, 5.5. No, I think it's nice.
No,
it's
I
not
don't
like
like it.
super. It's like berry. It's like berry blast.
So my cousin doesn't like.
Blueberry.
He doesn't like. It's a very strange thing, but like I don't like tomatoes. He doesn't like what they call in Greece is fruits of the forest.
How do you say it in Greek?
Forest fruits, we say. Fruta tu dasos, or yeah, fruta tu dasos.
Fruta to dasos.
Yeah, dasos is forest, fruta is fruit.
No, I know fruit. I know fruta.
Yeah, fruta ton dasos, like of the forest.
Yeah.
Forest fruits are things like raspberries, blackberries, cranberries,
Strawberries, oddly enough.
strawberries, but
They're the top tier.
they're the ones that are most likely not considered forest fruits because those grow on the bushes, like strawberry bushes and stuff. And they could be grown.
No, not stone fruit. Not like a peach or like a plum.
So the concern of this whole meal experience for us was, for me, things with tomatoes, for him, forest fruits. Anthony and Chris, whatever. Pile of shit. Great. So here we're going to go through some of our... This is an amuse-bouche. I don't remember. The only thing I know is the one on the right was...
a juice flow.
I hated it.
I really didn't like it either.
You put it in your mouth. You have to eat it whole. And you know what? If we didn't eat it whole, what would happen?
Oh, it would have gone everywhere.
It would dribble everywhere.
No,
it was liquid.
I feel like
it was filled with liquid.
There in that little container on the right, the little black thing with the leaf. Literally, there is an entire swimming pool inside.
Yeah. No, I was choking on it.
The middle one is like a chickpea.
Very nice. It was like a chickpea mixture.
And the one on the left the one on the left I think was some kind of hummus thing, but that little tart or whatever, I don't know, the cup that it's in.
Yeah.
This one on the left was really nice.
I think what it means to be a Michelin star restaurant, in my opinion, is just add the teensiest little bit of flour, if you notice, to everything.
Yeah,
the teensiest little bit of flour.
Everything gets a flour.
Yeah, look.
Every flour makes everything better.
A leaf right there, a tiny leaf. And look how tiny it is, because look at that's an olive, right? Look over here. We've got a tiny little sprout of something. Who knows what it is? I don't know. But look at over here. We've got a flower, right? We don't know what it is, but that's what you need to have a Michelin star restaurant. 3 is the max. 1 means it's a very, very, very good restaurant. 2 means it's like the next level, and 3 means there's. I think he's funny out. He told us there's only like
120 or
yeah, like 100 plus restaurants in the whole entire world that are 3-star restaurants.
I think this was a 1-star.
This was a 1-star one. Yeah. Bread, it's fine. This was fine.
This was good. This was a little bit of an experience.
Yeah.
When you watch this video of when you open it.
This made me feel a little gaggy.
It's butter and egg yolk, I think, but I don't fully understand how it's made. The leeks beneath it, like the vegetables beneath it, were stuffed with some kind of like cream cheese or cream or something. It all worked. It was all good.
For me, I thought the whole time I'm now going to get poisoned.
It's a little performative, but I feel like that's what you're going there for.
Yeah. This was round 2. This is a very small portion. A very small portion of asparagus on asparagus with some sort of like saucy thing that I'll be honest, this was one of my favorite ones that we ate.
This was really good. Paul, for some reason, I'm fascinated by those omelets. I would love to make them with like where they put it on top of the rice and then they slice it down the middle and it like unfolds itself.
Disgusting.
I've watched people make it where they're like in the pan and then to get it.
Disgusting. This was if I slurped.
I think so, yeah. And then it has like that brown sauce on it.
If I went, I would be able to suck this all up in one bite. Like that's how small these are. Right?
Yeah, this is really.
And then really I broke the toilet for the second time on this trip. I don't understand what's wrong with people.
Actually, the third time, you broke it in Mykonos. You broke it in Paris.
That was Paris.
Actually, you fixed it in our bathroom in the hotel in Mykonos.
Yeah.
So you're net positive?
Yeah. No, I'm -1. But I don't understand what as the gentleman that I am, I lift the seat.
Yeah.
So that if I pee, it's giving me a bit more space to pee.
Yeah. You have a strong stream.
I lift and it just...
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing
Is
wrong.
that factored in for the Michelin?
Part of it to me, I said that to you when we got back to the hotel. I think it's insane that this whole experience is all about the visual elements of it all. And then that's what happened.
Not many urinals in.
Oh, I love the bathrooms there. It's so nice because
The bathrooms are nice.
every bathroom is a full top to bottom door.
And I sort of love that, like, I don't know.
it's all
It's
very
not
gender
so
neutral,
like,
too.
yeah, I was going to say it's not very like, oh my God, there's a man in the bathroom. Mm-hmm. Most of them are, you know.
The wedding, Paul, those were, I think it's clay. I don't think it's porcelain. Though it's like clay. What did we call them yesterday? Clay.
Oh, the plates. Yeah,
Clay
yeah.
plates. Okay, next round. This was, I think, my favorite of the bunch.
Oh, this was really good.
This on the
That-
right.
yeah, that was
is
so good.
Garlic leaves. Garlic leaves. So like the bulb at the bottom of the garlic, what the green stuff that I guess is attached to, cook them like spinach.
And they were really,
They were really
good.
nice. Inside of these, I don't know, but they were great. The pea thing was a little excessive. You know, it's a pea. It's like a bowl of peas, but the bowl is made out of an onion. Okay, it's fine. It was delish. And then this random little taco thing on the left that had like tomatoes in it.
It was basically like a thin taco bruschetta. But
And,
it was it was good.
The sauce, I think, was my favorite. This red
Yeah, I think the
sauce.
bruschetta taco was probably the least exciting of all of this. That little green salad on the right was delicious.
The little green salad. We're talking, folks, like these are
This
all
is one
the
bite.
teensiest little things. This now we get to is the most disgusting thing that I've ever had. So after this meal, he says, okay, that was round 3. The next 2 are the dessert ones. And I'm like, oh, great. We're doing good. And he puts this out. And in my head, it kind of looks perhaps like a little like
Mucus.
yogurt. It is very mucusy, but it's like a little yogurt is what I was thinking of, like that it's dairy mixed with something. And I'm like, all right, whatever, I'm here for it. And I kind of missed what they were talking about. The only thing that I heard is that he said the best way to eat this is to mix it all together, like fully before you eat it. And when I tell you, I've had a lot of things in my mouth. I've never had anything like this, and I nearly threw up from it. It
Okay.
was the most disgusting thing. And
I thought it was really good.
I gave it 0 tires, and everyone around me at the table was like, wow, this is so good. 13 tires, 14 tires. I'm like, where is Ashton Kutcher? Because I'm being punked. This is literal ejaculation. Disgusting.
Yeah, you're sitting at the table with 3 other gay men.
Yeah.
We're all loving it.
It was absolutely the most horrific, disgusting thing I have ever had in my whole entire life.
Paul, I don't know if anybody fully appreciated the tire joke, but you know, Elias and I, we're weird. Like, we make everything weird. And we were sitting down like before, and
I
you
explained
said,
it all.
"Oh,
Yeah. Sorry. We
oh,
gotta move
okay,
on. Yeah,
sorry."
It's okay.
But it was about 14
When
tires.
you were honking your horn.
Oh, the old honker.
Yeah.
It was
Sean.
It was really good. It tasted
it
like
was not like I
it
know
tasted-
these are opinions and it's about our our tongues and there's no way
Put it back up.
you think that tasted good.
It tasted good, and
There's
what was
like no way that you think this tasted good. It tasted like snot, like what snot might taste like, what runny egg might taste like.
I don't think you
egg might
mixed yours
taste like.
well enough.
That's not my problem.
It's not your problem.
That's
But
not my problem.
It was. Yeah, it was. It was more like. It was like a sorbet. Like it was like
Raisin. That's not Bernie.
It was like almost like a lemon sorbet.
They keep saying this, that it's like a lemon sorbet.
But
this
I
was
think-
made entirely out of vegetables.
That's what
There is no way at all.
You
would
can't
this
get a
be.
word in with this guy.
I feel strongly about it.
That's what I was saying. the fact that it's made with celery and chopped olives, and that it tastes like a lemon sorbet. I thought it was like, this is interesting. It's conversation provoking. And it deserves some recognition, like 14 tires for that.
Oh my God, this little baby right now. I'm going to just crush your little face.
Did you miss us, Raisin? It was good, but it was controversial.
Go to cameras only.
Elias does hate celery. I mean, I'm not a fan of celery either, but I think it was like, I think it was good. I think it was good. Look at these little paws.
Oh, my God,
Show me your paws, Raisin. Can I see them? Can I see these paws?
Raisin, you're slipping. Oh my God, Raisin. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And then the last one was this. That was also like fine. It wasn't anything too exciting.
I think it was good.
This I didn't like. I think it was like a cardamom or something in this. Like I didn't love that. Whatever this black powder was, I didn't like. Just look at throw flowers on it.
Yeah,
and call it a day.
These
Q-tips?
No, not the Q-tips. The things below the Q-tips, the little like
they're
lemon.
like lemon. That was fine. That was my favorite part.
They were. I've never tasted such strong lemon in my life. Like it was, if you took an entire lemon tree and collapsed it down into one particle and then put it on your tongue, that's what it tasted like.
This was the best of the night. The one on the left.
I think the one on the right was the best of the night.
Yeah, these tiny little whatever these are. And that's the experience of eating at
a Michelin restaurant.
Yeah, what is that photo? Where were we there? Oh, you took that. I wasn't there.
Yeah, that's when I went out to breakfast the next morning.
Because so my thing is this: the McDonald's was the best food in Paris.
Oh wait, hang on. Now, Anthony, while we were ordering this food.
Oh, all right. There's another story.
Anthony is funny. Is Elias's cousin's husband. He's so funny. And like we really vibe with them and like travel and everything. They're just so easy to talk to and get along with. They're always a good time. Anthony was like, it's his celebration. It's his, he just got married, sits down and says like,
and it was Cinco de Mayo, and there was like a joke amongst us that like we need to have margaritas.
Yes, it was Cinco. Yes. Anthony loves tequila and margaritas, and so this ongoing joke of like, oh well, when is Anthony gonna order his margarita for the day? And this joke started of like,
to celebrate Cinco de Mayo,
something is missing from my system. Like is what he was saying, as in like, oh, I need to like have my margarita to like perk up. And so the server comes over and he asks, do you have margaritas or like tequila or anything?
No, he saw a bottle of tequila as a part of a decoration. There was like what is it? Juan
Casamigo or something.
Whatever. And he saw one of them presented like in the room as part of the decoration, like an empty bottle, as people do when they decorate. And the man was like, sorry, no, we don't have like, I think it was another one of the let me check. And then comes back, he's like, no, sorry, we can't make you.
Yeah. So now this is 2 times where like, they're like, absolutely not. No way in hell are you getting what would make this meal more enjoyable.
Yeah.
23. They did visit us last summer, and they're going to come this August again.
Your new cousin-in-law officially. Again. Oh wow, that's so funny. Jay's watching something, and a commercial for American Dream just came on.
Where? In Arizona. That's crazy.
It's really weird. That's really funny.
So we took the Uber back to the hotel, and then the next morning we were packed up. I had breakfast, and we went to the airport.
Yeah.
And the rest is history.
That's our story.
Let's
took 4
cap it
hours.
off with my favorite story from the trip that we didn't tell yesterday. We were in Athens. We're going back to Greece now. We were in Athens, and I wanted a pair. We were actually really good in terms of packing.
I agree. I think we did a great job.
We pretty much wore everything that we brought.
I was like running out at some point.
There were a
some
couple
stuff.
things, that we maybe didn't bring that we should have, like just a pair of like sweatpants to wear around the hotel room, so Elias doesn't see me walking around in my underwear all the time.
Yeah, it's horrible.
I was like, we were in Athens. This was one of the first nights or so that we were there. I was like, can I get a pair of sweatpants or sweat shorts somewhere? And so we're walking around. There's something very like close by the hotel that's like one of those just random stores. It's nothing special. It probably doesn't even have a name.
Yeah, these stores have they're dime a dozen in Greece, and they're like tiny little holes in the wall that have very limited options, but like there's stuff there. And you'll find like t-shirts and shorts and pants and whatever. And like sometimes there's downstairs, and like we might find some more. It's really nothing. It is so uneventful. It is not, like Chris had no name or anything. And we walk in and we're just looking. And I said to the woman, and I'm explaining to her in Greek, like he's looking for, and I didn't know the word. Now I know it's vermouda is like sweatpants. But I was like, do you have things that are like this and this and this? You sort of can't figure it out. She finally is like, oh yeah, like come downstairs. So we come downstairs and she's like this.
She was super nice.
So nice. And she was like this. And I'm like, yeah, that. And Chris tried them on, and they fit, and it was great.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, they're super comfy.
Yeah.
But they were pants.
And I said, do you have any of these in shorts?
Yeah.
She said no, but
shortsaki.
Yeah, but she could. Oh no, Chris said like, do you have a pair of scissors? Because I'm going to cut them, like because he wanted to make them shorts. She's like, oh no, like I can cut them for you and like hem them. We're like, oh okay, cool.
I'm just like, folks, this is the level that I didn't ask for this. Like I didn't want this woman to hem the shorts for me. Like there was no need for that. I would have been perfectly happy if I could just be lent a pair of scissors.
Yeah, that's it. We could have even just cut them, like ripped them, and that would have been fine.
But she was so nice. Like, and this, I'm telling you, I don't think I'm ever going back to Paris again.
No,
because I wanted, that day sucked. Would a dirty martini maybe made it like a little 5% better?
Yeah.
Do they know how to make it? Yeah.
Did they have the stuff to make it?
Yeah. Will they? Absolutely not. But they'll give you an eye roll along with it.
Yeah. Wait, but you're not done with the best part of the story.
So she goes to her sewing machine. She hems them. Literally immaculate. A perfect seam.
While Chris is trying them on, though, she's now talking to me and is like, oh, your dialect or your accent is really good. Like, where are you from? And I got that a couple of times, and it made me feel really good because I do not use my Greek a lot. And it felt good to know that, like, I still can fully communicate. And they know I'm a foreigner, but, like, it felt good to know that I was, I don't know, doing
included.
And so I'm explaining to her, like, I used to live here and whatever. And so I said, I'm like, the last time that I was in Greece was 10 years ago.
No, you said last.
Yes, but what I said in Greek was this. I said, την προηγούμενη φορά που ήμασταν εδώ ήταν πριν 10 χρόνια, which is the last time that we were here was 10 years ago. And then she stops and she goes like this and puts her hand on my shoulder and she goes and squeezes and goes, "Thank you for remembering us." Meaning that hole in the wall store. That tiny little shop that doesn't have a name. In her mind, we were there supporting them 10 years ago.
I freaking love it.
It was, I just wanted to like unzip my skin and just blast off into space. Like, what the hell are we doing here? And then Chris opens the door and is like, "Oh, look at these perfectly hemmed shorts."
Yeah, I'm like, these are beautiful.
I was dead.
It was so
dead.
sweet of her. She was the sweetest woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? And like no harm was done. Except for Elias,
No, my
maybe he felt a little.
That's it. That's really what it was. It was my embarrassment. Because then what am I going to say to her? Like, "Oh, no, I don't mean here.
Yeah.
No, not this store. Not this hole in the wall. Absolutely. What? Were you here 10 years ago?"
Do we know how to get back there? Do you have any idea where it was?
Well, if from the hotel, I remember. Like, yes, I do.
I would absolutely go back there.
Next 12 years. Yeah.
I don't want it to be
day,
like, folks, I just have to say, Athens was, I mean, we went to Athens last time, but I feel like it was a little bit of a whirlwind for me the first time we went in 2014, where we went to different like locations. It was sort of like, oh my God, everything was so new to me that time. Going back the second time, was like really something magical. I don't know. I feel like over that time, I've learned a little bit more about like the Greek culture, like the food and everything. We cook a lot of like Greek food, more so than we did back then, like in 2014. And it was really something like super special for me personally. That like I don't want it to be 12 years before we go back again, because it was just something so great.
I know, I loved it. I thought it was such a fantastic time. And
like I could have stayed there way longer than we did in Greece, but
so 12 years ago, look at this. And Katie, I do not have my Greek passport. It wasn't so much that I was working on it. It's that I started the process of finding out information. And I think that what we discovered, and I don't know if I had ever mentioned this, was like Chris's job provides some benefits. And one of them is like a lawyer in what's the word? Like in case of.
Yeah. It's like
if you need someone.
It's like legal insurance. I don't know exactly what it is, but like we've used it for like buying the property in New York.
And so I had called to try to like figure out if the lawyer from them is covered for insurance purposes, for getting a passport, because that's really what it comes down to, like just a lawyer doing the work for it. And they said it's like not covered. So then I kind of paused on it, because then he gave a number of like how much it'll cost, and it was a lot. So they live in Cyprus, Patsy.
It's different now. We got a different one, so maybe it is covered.
Oh, I could look. I can ask them again, because I would like the process of that. So 12 years ago was the last time that we were in Greece, and when we went to the Acropolis 12 years ago, we have photos of us like in front of the Acropolis and the Parthenon and all of that. And I was just drunk the one night, and I was like, "Oh, copy paste from here to here." And I put the original photo of us from 12 years ago next to a photo of us from this trip. So, oh, that's the wrong one again. I'm so sorry. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, it used to be Arag, and now it's MetLife, I think.
So here we are. This is us from 17 years ago, the little baby, 12 years ago. And then here we are now, 12 years later, with a spot available for when we are 12 years from now. Isn't that crazy? The original photo of this is in a really similar spot. But yeah, 12 years ago, I was not a teacher. Muskrat Nation wasn't a thing. We didn't have raisin. We weren't married. We didn't have
No,
this
we weren't
house.
married.
We didn't have this house. We were discussing this house. So
Actually, on that trip, we designed what this
Yeah.
house we think would be.
yeah, the upstairs specifically, like the whole old streaming space, was designed from this trip 12 years ago when we were children. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that crazy?
The water bottle, that's literally the same water bottle, but the caps are,
Connected now,
yeah.
and it's smaller.
Shrinkflation.
What's this in my pocket? Oh, is that a GoPro?
It is a GoPro.
Yeah. Oh my God, a Pebble. Do you remember these stupid watches?
Oh my God, yeah.
I got this shirt in San Diego, I think.
We only had Bentley then, 23. We had Bentley and Jean Grey at the time.
Look at that. Oh my God, I can't believe in 12 years I've aged that much. Like the coloring of my face.
Yeah.
My beard
I've
and stuff.
also aged substantially.
Yeah. Pebble watches are back. I know, I saw that. That company has somehow survived somehow. So that's it. The journey home, I think, was uneventful. I don't think that we.
Yeah, the journey home was fine. Like we flew from, the Paris airport was crazy busy.
Sean, I do have those shorts from 12 years ago, and they do not fit anymore.
We went through security. We went through like passport control and everything. It took forever, but it was fine. And then we landed in London. That was like a super quick flight, maybe like just an hour. And then after we took off from London, that was like a 7.5 hour flight or so. But that was like pretty good. I mean, that wasn't a bad flight. It was just long.
Oh my God, these photos from Greece from back then.
Oh, thank you, everyone.
So insane. Wait, Acropolis. Would that come up? Oh my God, yeah. Look at that.
The outbound flight was an unusual Emirates flight from New Jersey to Greece, which does continue to the Middle East. Yes. Because there were some people on our flight who were stopping in Athens. So they went from New Jersey to Athens. And then we heard others who were like, they had to get off the plane for them to clean it, for them to get back on the plane to then continue on to Dubai on the same Emirates flight.
So look, this is the original photo from back then. So like legit, we were there in that same spot. Isn't that crazy? It's so crazy to me.
Are they still building the interior? Like, I think those cranes haven't moved yet.
I don't know.
Oh, hey, Dr. House, I hope you had a wonderful dinner.
What do you think she's up to?
Is that Mare?
What do you think he's up to?
I don't know.
You know? Like, who are those people?
So, are we going to do one rankology or is it too late?
No, I think it's too late. I think we're good.
I think it is too late.
Yeah. Let's look at this. Look at this photo. I don't think did I show this the other day? When we got home, this was the first night. Look.
I think it was the second night. Like maybe the second night.
Look at this little baby. Just want to crush his little face.
We both kind of at the same like night felt like, okay, we missed the muskrats. Probably because it's like it was like the amount of time that passed that we normally are separated. Like if we go to Camp Muskrat. So it was like, it really started to hit.
Oh, like on the third or fourth day, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Paul,
that's a wrap.
thank you, Paul. I want to read it.
That's a wrap. With the photos and stuff, because we now have spent 2 whole nights talking about our trip. Everyone's probably like, "Oh my goodness."
I think
Move
better.
on.
I think better 23.
I'm not. I feel weird. I don't know what it is.
I wake up at weird times and then I'm like disoriented.
Yesterday before the stream, we took a nap, but like it was an earlier nap, and I woke up in the middle of like a cycle of some sort, like a REM sleep, I don't know, whatever. And I was like, where am I? What time is it? And which country am I in? Is what I felt. Very confused. I was very confused. And I feel that way. So
Raisin, what are you doing?
Oh, Patsy, of course. We love it all.
Yeah, no, we love sharing this kind of stuff with you guys.
And it's fun to like do things like this that are memorable in a way that are like forever memories, in all of that.
Raisin,
So
where are you going? Come here.
Raisin.
Come here.
I hate to say what I'm about to say, but I tried not to think about how much I miss the muskrats too much, because I think I would have gotten like really despondent over it. So
we didn't bring Greek salt home.
And we had a whole conversation. We saw the Greek salt
on
all
a
around,
restaurant table,
like all around, and we did not.
We did go to this random like store in Mykonos, and we were talking to a woman, but we bought oregano because we don't have any Greek oregano from our last trip.
Did Elias's mom? I thought Elias's mom has a supplier in Queens. Said Paul.
We did get them souvenirs. We got them baguettes, like little baguette plushies,
and croissant
from Paris.
We did do a great job, and I feel like we did a great job together, like working, team.
I mean, we're
with each
like
other.
Obviously we could spend all day, every day together.
Yeah.
We just live for it. And like, there was never a time where it was like, I wanted to go out and he was tired or vice versa. We were just both kind of like,
But even if that was the case, it would have been fine. Like it all worked itself out. Well, you went to breakfast the one day and I was like, absolutely not. I'm fucking staying asleep.
Oh, I love breakfast.
Thank you, 23. Thanks for listening. I did have one moment I was telling Chris today where one of the things that I like struggle with in my day-to-day life is like generalized anxiety. And every so often it's not like I mentioned the story with the spring awakening thing from a while back. It's not a thing that is at this point in my life, like regularly recurring, but it is something that I always am thinking about because of the fact that it's happened to me in the past where like potential panic attack moments might come up and rear their ugly head. And a lot of these things happen in regards to, weird things like being stuck in a plane or being stuck in the bajillion people in the Mona Lisa moment and all that. But I felt good about and proud of myself that I managed all of it.
No, you were great.
Without any like concern, except one moment where I felt, I don't know why my stomach was like a little bit weird from the night before. I guess it was the Crazy Horse night the night before. It was a lot of the champagne and like the bubblies, and we were on our way towards Mart or whatever, and they're all like by the train waiting for the train. And now in my head I'm thinking, I'm doing the mental math, and I'm like, if I get on this train and like we start this journey, I'm like locked in.
What,
and
the
like,
tram or?
No, the train to get to Montmartre.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, at this point, this is my final chance of like just backing out and being like, you know what, I'm good for today. I'm going to go back to the hotel. And then I stepped away from them all for like, I don't know, 50 steps away. I'm just like looking at the wall. I'm like, oh, look at this beautiful stuff and I let out the biggest fart of all time. And it was so relieving because that just was exactly what I needed to like reduce the potential like anxiety symptoms, because it was really like stomach related. And then I went on with my day and it was great.
Yeah.
That was it.
I mean, that's sounds like your memoir. Sometimes you just need to fart.
Yeah. I let out a big old one, a big old honker. It was great.
Yeah, I agree, Shelly. Like sometimes it's just like being home with them. There's nothing like that.
Katie, we talked about Amazing Race too, and how weird it must be that it's like every 24 hours almost you're like from place to place to place to place. Like that's crazy to me.
I think we were like navigating the subways and all of that. Like
We did so well.
Yeah, and
I was a guider most of the time. Chris took over responsibilities every so often, and it was great. It was a good time.
It was, yeah. I mean, all in all, listen, do we love something to complain about? Absolutely.
Yeah, but you know what? We did very little complaining when we were in Greece, and then we got to Paris with a fairly open mind, and like truly an open mind. And we didn't go in thinking.
Well, I
things
wanted
are
to
gonna
go
be-
to Paris.
Yeah, that things are going to be what
I
they
think
were.
it just it soured me a little bit.
Oh my God, the woman, we didn't talk about the woman in Montmartre at the church. It was a small little like sidewalk, and a woman.
Yeah, it was okay. It was maybe like 3 feet wide.
Yeah. And there was like two people couldn't really fit together. And one woman like was approaching Chris from behind, and his shoulder hit her shoulder like accidentally, as what is
Like,
would.
barely brushed it.
Like the atoms touched, you know?
Yeah.
And the way, and I caught it, the way it just became like she paused, everyone paused in the situation, slow motion happened, and the turn that she did, kind of like that.
And I said, I said, like, excuse me, like in French or whatever, because
In French or whatever.
Because at this
he's
point-
like, sumimasen.
because at this point we had read all of these things that it was like, you got to do this and you got to do that, or you're gonna make them upset.
Yeah.
No, she looked at me and
If eyes could kill or whatever, what is it? If looks could kill, that was a nuclear bomb.
Yeah.
That she dropped on Chris.
No, I was cursed. My ancestors,
Your lineage,
my everything
past
is
and
cursed.
present and future, gone.
Destroyed.
Yeah. Yeah. It was insane. It was absolutely insane.
That
was the last day. And that was one of our last moments where we just we laughed. We're like, okay, I guess this is just standard.
This is it. Yeah.
This is just what it is. You know? Yeah, Shelly, that is the plan. That is absolutely the plan next weekend or the following weekend.
All right, let's pick a winner for Ched Scargo. And J-Cat asked if we could get Eloise.
The winner is
Mozzie!
Congrats!
Congratulations, Mozzie. Fill out the form, ! Winner. Eloise is coming in hot for J-Cat. Raisin, are you hungry? Oh, they know. Burn. Big Leah wants to say hi to you. Oh my God. Smoriel. Oh my God, Oriel, you're so funny. You're so funny. Look at this little cloud. The kitties were also good when we were gone. Main cloud.
All right. Are we done?
I think Tuesday's gonna be our regularly scheduled program.
Yeah, which we don't even know what that even is right now, like what that looks like, but it is gonna be. So we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna hopefully have a regular old schedule coming up. Eloise is like Eloise. She's fine. I mean, it's like the same things. It's nothing has changed really. If anything, like her mobility is like a little less. We just don't like her or want her going up the stairs right now for that reason. So we're coming up with ways of keeping her away from the stairs. And currently, luckily, she likes the inside of the laundry room. So that's like her
same
space
old.
right now. But yeah, all is
She has
well.
her Silencia appointment on Monday.
So
also we kind of feel like once it's at the end of the month where the medicine is mostly worn off, she's a little slower, but then she'll like pop back again after she gets her shot on Monday. Burn and Oriole are playing patty cake.
that is the cutest thing.
They love each other.
Okay, folks, thanks so much for tuning into another episode of Airstreamers, and we will see you again on Tuesday, and have a good night. Bye, everyone. See ya.
Bye, everyone.